Hello, class, and welcome to our math lesson for August 2nd, 2026. Today, we're going to dive into one of my personal favorite topics, ratios and proportions. This might sound like a big, scary name, but I promise it's just a fancy way of talking about how we compare things in our everyday lives. By the end of this video, you'll be an expert at seeing relationships between numbers. We'll understand what a ratio is, comparing two things, learn 3 ways to write any ratio, discover equivalent ratio using ratio tables, find unit rates, the power of the number 1, and see how proportions work in our real world. We'll learn how to write ratios, use ratio tables, and even find the best deals at the grocery stores using unit ratios. Let's get started. So our first stop is section 1, ratio basics. This is the foundation for everything else. So what exactly is a ratio? Think of it like a friendship between two numbers. It compares two different quantities. Look at our apples and oranges. For every 3 red apples we see 2 green oranges. That phrase, the magic phrase for every ratio, is for every. It tells us for every amount of this, which in this case is 3 red apples, we have a specific or certain amount of that, which in this case is 3 green oranges. I know this picture isn't accurate because it doesn't represent what we're talking about, but just for this example, it's 3 red apples to 2 green oranges. But mathematicians are so lazy, so they have found 3 quick ways to write these relationships. First one is saying the word 2. 3 to 2 is a ratio of 3 and 2. You can also replace the 2 with a colon or a division sign, a fraction. You can write it as a colon, as you can see in the orange box, 3 colon 2, which works the same way as 3 to 2. And you could also write it as a fraction, as 3 over 2. They all mean the exact same thing. They are all ratios. Now let's compare parts and wholes. Part to part, comparing one group to another group. And the example would be 3 apples to 2 oranges. Since apples are a different kind of fruit and oranges are a different kind of fruit, we can determine that they're 2 different groups, which would make it a part-to-part ratio. A part-to-whole ratio, on the other hand, compares one item to everything in the basket, comparing one group to the total of everything. An example would be 3 apples to 5 total fruits. You could write this ratio as 3 to 5, 3 colon 5, or 3 over 5, as we learned previously. If I have 3 apples and 2 oranges and I have 5 total fruits, this ratio of apples to total fruit is 3 to 5. Let's move on. Now it's time for section 2, equivalent ratios.